Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. 다들 좋은 아침. What a crazy day. We're here for the chart. 물론 차트 때문에 방송하는데 오랜만에 아침 방송하시네요. 요즘에 아침 방송 많이 하더라고요. I find myself doing these morning broadcasts more often than I usually do because of all the craziness in the market. 요즘 시장이 미쳐서 라이브 방송 아침에 많이 하네요, 요즘에. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. So I was looking at the weekly 이주일 차트 보고 있었는데 we are officially in bear market territory now. 이제 완전 겨울이 확인됐어요. It's worse than a bear market. We're at targets at my crypto winter targets. We've entered crypto winter. It's probably going to take a long time to recover from this, in my opinion. 이거 회복 시간이 되게 오래 걸릴 것 같고 개인 의견으로. And I do want to show something very funny from my Solana challenge wallet. 제가 그 작년 12월에 그 방송했는데 지갑에 500불 똑같이 비트코인에 넣고 솔라나 500불 똑같이 넣었는데 업데이트 그 보여줄게요. So some of my subscribers, they remember that I challenged a lot of these Korean YouTubers who were promoting Bitcoin and all that other bullshit last December. So I put equal amounts into Bitcoin and Solana in my Solana challenge account last year, late last year. And I want to show you where the prices are now, how that wallet is looking right now. I haven't touched that wallet. 제가 약속한 대로 그냥 홀딩 그대로 그냥 홀딩만 했고 아무것도 안 했어요. 그래서 지갑 보여줄게요. So I'll show you what that wallet is today. 오늘 가격이에요, 지금. 그래서 500불 둘 다 똑같이 500불로 시작했는데 지금 228불, 78불이에요. Solana has been taking a massive beating just for the past 6 months. It's been getting wrecked. 6개월 동안 그냥 완전 망했어요, Solana가. It's not surprising. 뭐 그렇게 놀라지는 않고 왜 옛날부터 이런 거 이제 예상하고 있었으니까. 그래서 Solana 뭐 많이 내려갔는데 지금 이제 구매 언제 좋은 구매할 수 있는지 이제 찾는 중이에요. So looking for good buy levels. I think that's what a lot of people are curious, right? Curious about, right? But Bitcoin surprisingly has been holding up very well. 이제 좀 신기한데 비트코인은 그렇게 많이는 안 내려갔어요. 한 반 정도밖에 안 내려갔어. Bitcoin is only I mean I started this at 500 each, right? 각각 500으로 시작했는데 비트코인 같은 경우는 뭐 그렇게 많이는 안 내려갔어요. You gotta respect Bitcoin. I mean, clearly people are holding Bitcoin much better than Solana. 이제 물론 Solana 홀더들은 뭐 그렇게 많이는 홀딩 안 하고 but the Bitcoin holders definitely they're holding, compared to Solana holders is Solana 구매자들보다 훨씬 더 잘 홀딩 중이에요. This is pretty funny, right? 이거 조금 웃겨. But let me show you what I was looking at the chart. I started by looking at the weekly chart, so I'm just going to be looking over this whole thing. 이제 일주일 차트부터 봤는데 어, indicator 한번 볼게요. I'll be looking at the indicators. If you have questions while you're here with me, 이제 우리 구독자들이 뭐 질문 같은 거 있으면 저한테 물어보세요. You can ask me whatever you want. This is probably one of the craziest times to be in Solana because of the market. 물론 요즘 시장이 완전 미쳤는데, uh, yeah, I mean this is some crazy times, right? Oh, I gotta show you guys my moon bags. 저희 moonbag 가방도 보여줘야 돼요. My moon bags have been getting destroyed. 저희 moonbag이 완전 그냥 망해버렸어. Let me show you my moon bags. I mean, I don't have much in my moon bags because they're moon bags. 뭐 moon 가방에는 뭐 그렇게 많이는 안 넣는데 moon bag도 많이 내려갔어요. So I started DCAing into Serum for I know the tokenomics are bad, but 토큰 경제는 완전 엉망인데 천천히 그냥 분할 매수 시작 중이에요 지금. Yeah, I have a Soul Moon bag DCAing into a lot of stuff. 이제 분할 매수 이제 시작했어요 최근에. I even have SAMO again. I got a little bit of SAMO. SAMO도 최근에 조금 구매했고. But not going too crazy. 완전 뭐 미친 거래 같은 건 안 하고 천천히 이제 모으는 중이에요. I mean, you gotta start slowly getting back into this stuff, right? Plenty of time. 뭐 급하게 들어갈 필요 없고 천천히 들어가세요. That's my advice to people if you're wondering, should I buy anything when the market looks like this? 이런 시장에 뭐 어떻게 구매해야 되는지 궁금하면 천천히 분할 매수하고 그렇게 하면서 들어가죠. Start just DCing in very slowly. It's a buyer's market. You have plenty of time to get into whatever you want to get into. That's my opinion all the time when you want to buy anything, right? 이제 뭐 솔라나이든지 뭐 비트코인이든지 뭐 구매할 때 천천히 구매하죠. You always have chances. You don't have to rush things. You'll be fine. If you're like me and you buy on spot, 저처럼 스팟 구매하는 사람 있으면 별로 신경 안 써. Like if you're like me, you buy spot, you don't do any of that weird degen shit. 뭐 이상한 degen shit 같은 거 안 하면 you'll be fine. 걱정하지 마세요. It's not a big deal, right? So this moon bag took a small hit, and then I'll show you my other moon bag. Moon bag 가방 하나 더 있는데 그것도 많이 내려갔어. I mean, not a lot. 뭐 많이는 안 내려갔는데 그 moon bag도 조금 내려갔어. So I have this very small moon bag as well. 이것도 작은 moon bag 하나인데 이것도 내려갔어. This is 이거 되게 웃겨. This moon bag is the funniest. 이 moon bag이 가장 웃겨. At one point, this moon bag was at like 7,000 something. 한 몇 개월 전에는 한 700 뭐지 7,000불 정도였는데 I don't even know what it's at right now. 이 현재 현재 가치는 잘 모르겠어요. This shit is down big. 이것도 많이 내려갔어. I think maybe it's like 3,000 or 3,000 something. 옛날에 7,000 불이었는데 3,000? 뭐 3,000 불 정도밖에 안 돼요 지금은. So this took a hit as well. 이것도 물론 많이 내려갔어. This shit is not loading. This shit is very annoying in Solana. 이 변동이 심할 때 Solana가 잘 안 돼요. So I mean your wallets don't even work. This is bullshit. 이럴 때 이제 지갑도 안 되면 진짜 엉망이에요 Solana. I mean, I don't know who at Solana is gonna watch this bullshit. Solana 사람들이 이 방송 어떤 사람들 볼 건지 잘 모르겠는데 your wallets, none of your shit works still. 아직도 이 어플이 안 돼요. I mean, my wallet is not even loading. This is bullshit. 말도 안 돼요 이거. I mean, this is when you want to know like what's going on in your portfolio, right? 이제 물론 다 우리 구독자들 똑같이 포트폴리오에 뭐 얼마나 남았는지 뭐 거래 같은 거 해야 되니까 이거 빨리 로딩 돼야 되는데 어플이 안 돼요. This is part of the reason why people are dumping Solana. Nothing fucking works. 되는 거 없어요, Solana. So I hope the people at Solana, those higher ups, 이제 Solana 윗사람들이 방송 봤으면 좋겠어요. 아무것도 안 돼요, Solana. Nothing fucking works in Solana. It's very annoying. 진짜 귀찮아요. Like I can't even show my subscribers my wallet. 우리 구독자들한테 이 moonbag 지금도 못 보여줘요. 아무튼 the last time I checked, this shit was at like 3,000 or some shit. It was at like 7,000 and then went down to like 3,000. 7,000불 였는데 3,000불 정도밖에 안 돼요. 제가 알고 있는 건. Right? I can't even show you this shit. 보여줄 수도 없어요 지금. It's so stupid, right? 진짜 어이없어요 이거. Let's make it. Let's make it 님 요즘 기분이 어때요? The whole market is in chaos. 완전 시장이 미쳤어요 요즘. Let me start with the MACD. I want to see what the MACD looks like. MACD부터 시작할게요. Let's see what this MACD looks like. Oh, so we had just two huge periods of selling. 완전 다들 그냥 무조건 덤핑하네요. Everyone's just selling, right? There's zero buying power, zero buyers. 구매자들 아예 없네요, 보니까 on the weekly. I mean, this is scary stuff, right? 구매자들 아예 없네요, 보니까. They st Radium. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what I think about Radium. I'll tell you what I think is going on with Radium. 제가 Radium 왜 망했는지 알려줄게요. I actually have very specific reasons. 정확한 이유가 있어요. Radium 같은 경우는. I'll tell you what I think is going on with Radium. So, very quickly, let me tell you what I think about Radium. 이거 Radium 같은 경우는 뭐 언락이 뭐 많다고 그 말 들었어요. 그래서 그거 첫 번째 이유고. So one of my subscribers asked me about what's going on with Radium, right? There's a lot of unlocks coming up, and I've been hearing that a lot from people on Twitter. So we have a lot of unlocks coming up. That's contributing to the sell pressure, right? 물론 이제 조금 압박이 있고. 두 번째 이유는, the second reason that Radium's going down is there's too much competition. There's a lot of more, you know, technically, advanced AMMs coming on the market now. Radium has not been able to compete with them, right? The money is going to go to the superior tech always, right? Especially in something as competitive as Solana DeFi. Solana DeFi 같은 경우는 제가 우리 구독자들한테 항상 말씀해요. 되게 경쟁적이에요. 그래서 기술이 발달 안 되면 프로젝트들이 그냥 망해버려요. 그래서 Radium 같은 경우는 그냥 그 옛날 유니스왑 그 모델을 이제 복사한 거니까 집중 어 이거 그 AMM으로 안 바꿔서 그것 때문에 이제 사람들이 이거 덤핑했고 다른 AMM 이제 투자하고 있어요. So people are dumping Radium because the Radium tech has not kept up with the times. Everyone's looking at concentrated liquidity now, right? So their model is outdated. They're one of the OGs. 물론 Radium 같은 경우는 이제 OG 프로젝트인데 기술도 봐야 돼요. The smart people are looking at the tech. 이제 똑똑한 투자자들은 기술도 보면서 이제 투자하니까 그런 이유도 있어요. I mean, there's multiple reasons why Radium is suffering. The third reason, 세 번째 이유는 their business model. 이 business model도 조금 약해요, 이런 시장에. A lot of their revenue was generated from yield farming. 이제 이자 농사 같은 것 때문에 Radium이 이제 그렇게 수익 벌었는데 이런 시장에는 지금 유동성이 없으니까 그 모델이 안 돼요, 하락세는. So in a bear market, these kinds of protocols, they have a very tough time attracting liquidity, maintaining liquidity, and therefore their revenue goes down with these market makers. 이제 자동시장 조종자는 하락세는 다 이래요. I mean, this is something that I've known for a while, and it's part of the reason that I made my thesis the way it is. 저희 개인 투자 전략 옛날부터 우리 구독자들한테 그거 알려줬을 때 이미 이런 거 이제 예상하고 있었어. So I was looking at what kinds of things in DeFi will, survive a bear market. These AMMs that rely on yield farming, not a good strategy, right? Not a good strategy. 좋은 전략은 아니에요. So I said it right here. I warned my subscribers a very long time ago. 우리 구독자들한테 옛날부터 경고했고, 이런 이자 농사 같은 어플은 되게 위험해요. 뭐 투자할 때는 뭐 강세 때 뭐 사람들이 막 투자할 때 생각 없이 투자할 때는 뭐 막 들어갈 수 있는데 하락세는 조금 조심해야 돼요. So I told my subscribers multiple times, if it's a bull market, people are being stupid and putting money into all kinds of random shit. Everything pumps. Maybe you can play that game during a bull market, right? But in the long run, yield farming, it's a dead end, right? 이제 이자 농사 같은 거는 뭐 효과가 없어. I remember during the bull market, 제가 이거 하나 기억하는데 강세 이제 사람들이 뭐 디파이의 뭐 수익이 뭐 300% 1000% 뭐 2000% 뭐 그렇게 벌 수 있다고 그런 샬랄샬을 많이 들었는데 유튜브에. So a lot of these YouTubers, they looked at the yields on Solana and they thought it was this amazing thing and they were farming these ridiculous yields. And I remember a lot of uh YouTube Solana YouTubers were promoting that shit. 이 솔라나 유튜버들이 그런 뭐 이자 농사 같은 거 많이 홍보해 줬어. 레이디움이 뭐 프랭키움의 뭐 우리 그런 프로토콜이 되게 많았어요. We had a lot of our protocols that were advertising these ridiculous yields in their farms. And a lot of these YouTubers, I think a lot of my subscribers remember this really funny Korean guy. 우리 구독자들은 이놈 기억할 거야. Uh, there's this really funny Korean YouTuber. I have to talk about this guy because this is some of the stuff that he was promoting was really funny back in last year. 작년에 이 사람이 되게 웃겼어요. He's kind of he's like this very funny Solana YouTuber. He's Korean. 이제 한국인 Solana 유튜버인데 옛날 동영상에는 이거 뭐 프랭키엄 디파이 하고 뭐 솔란 디파이 하고 뭐 여러 프로젝트에 이자 같은 거 많이 홍보했는데 이런 데에서 많이 이제 홍보했어. 오르카나 뭐 세이버나 뭐 레이dim이나 뭐 프랭키엄이나 뭐 그런 거 많이 홍보했 했고 거기에서 이자 농사 많이 했어요. 이런 사람들이. So these kinds of influencers were promoting a lot of our yield farming protocols. And they were farming the yields and dumping. 얘네 이런 사람들이 이제 그런 거 이자 농사하면서 덤핑하면서 그렇게 했는데 다 지웠어요, 이런 인플루언서들은. So these kinds of dudes, they deleted all their old videos, all their bullshit videos. 얘도 개소리 엄청 많이 했어요. 이 옛날에 이 이름이 솔라나 코인 방장이었고 지금은 비트코인 선물로 바꿨고 계속 이런 인플루언서 같은 웃기는 새끼들은 계속 이름을 바뀌어요. 동영상도 삭제하고 뭐 이상한 방송도 많이 하고 이런 인플루언서 같은 사람이. So these kinds of guys, they change their names all the time. This guy's name used to be Solana Coin Manager. He's currently calling himself Bitcoin Perps Manager. So these kinds of there's a lot of these kinds of influencers on YouTube that Koreans look at when they invest in Solana. They get into the wrong projects or they make the wrong trades and they get screwed. 이제 일반인 투자자들이 솔라나 유튜브에 검색하면서 이런 웃기는 인플루언서들 믿으면서 뭐 이상하게 투자하다가 망해요. I mean, imagine you got into Solend and this guy was shilling Solend. Solend 같은 프로젝트 엄청 많이 홍보해 줬고 이런 인플루언서 예를 들면 Solana went to zero, right? So again, yield farming protocols, they're not doing very well in this environment. 이제 이자 농사 같은 프로토콜은 잘 안 돼요. 하락세는, right? So that's the third reason. 이제 세 번째 이유예요. Let's make it 님이 물어봤는데 저희 개인 의견 알고 싶으면 레이디움 같은 경우는 투자해 한 적 없고 투자할 예정은 없어. My personal strategy, if you want to know what I've done with Radium, I've never invested in Radium. I don't have any plans to invest in Radium. The team made a lot of money last year. I have no reason to be promoting this project. They've already made a lot of money. You don't have to buy their bags. They'll be fine. 이제 얘네들 창립자들이 작년에 돈 충분히 벌었어. 이 창립자들이. 그래서 굳이 걔네들 가방 뭐 구매할 필요 없어. 걔네들이 충분히 알아서 할 수 있어요. 우리 일반인 투자자들 돈 필요 없어. 이런 같은 프로젝트는. These kinds of Gen 1 protocols on Solana, their founders all made plenty of money last year. You have no reason to be buying into 99% of Gen 1 protocols. 이 시대 프로젝트는 굳이 구매할 필요 없어. 창립자들이 충분히 다 돈 벌었어요, 작년에. 그래서 일반인 투자자 같은 경우는 뭐 굳이 투자할 필요 없다고 생각해요. 이거 그냥 저의 개인 의견이에요. This is just my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. It's not trading advice. You can invest in whatever projects you want to invest in. 뭐 투자하고 싶은 프로젝트 있으면 뭐 알아서 잘 거래하고 투자하세요, 우리 구독자들. All I do on my channel, I just tell you my personal opinion about these projects. 저희 같은 경우는 그냥 개인 의견만 알려줘요, 우리 구독자들이 물어볼 때. Solana 프로젝트 궁금할 때. So when my subscribers want to know about what's happening in Solana, I tell them my opinions on things happening in Solana, projects on Solana, things like that. All right. So that's just my personal opinion. 그냥 저희 개인 의견입니다. So if you want to invest in Radium, go ahead, right? You do your own research, and if you want to invest in it, you can invest in it. That's totally up to you. 우리 구독자들이 알아서 투자해요. Radium에 들어가고 싶으면, right? But yeah, let me go back to the Solana chart. Solana 차트로 다시 갈게요. 살려줘요. 데이스님, 저처럼 솔라나에 내려가면서 헤징해요. If you were holding Solana and you want to hedge, that is always an option. You can always hedge your Solana. 항상 그 선택도 있어요. 헤징하고 싶으면 헤징해요. Hold spot, buy the perp, and short the perp. 이제 spot 구매하면서 spot holding하고 그 무기한 계약 선물 그냥 short 똑같이 넣어요. 그럼 이제 hedging할 수 있어. So when this goes down, when your spot bags go down, just short the perp. You'll stay delta neutral. Delta neutral 이제 유지할 수 있으니까 그 방법도 있어요. You can always hedge, right? You have many ways to maintain your Solana portfolio. You do whatever you have to do. 이제 Solana 투자자들이 알아서 잘 이제 관리해야 돼요, right? If you're down, maybe you should hedge, right? 뭐 많이 들어갔으면 헤징도 고민하는 거 나쁘지 않다고 생각해요, right? If you have to hedge, you can hedge, right? Me personally, looking at the chart, 개인 의견 알고 싶으면 again, you can be hedging if you're actively maintaining your portfolio. 적극적으로 이제 포트폴리오 관리하는 사람이면 물론 헤징할 수 있고, but at these kinds of levels, 이제 이런 레벨까지 내려왔으니까 I don't know if I will be keeping open too many shorts now. 이런 레벨에 뭐 short 유지하는 건 뭐 잘 모르겠고, I would be looking more for accumulation levels, right? We've just gone way down way too much, and there's going to be a point where shorting just becomes too dangerous. 이제 이런 레벨까지 내려왔으니까 이제 어느 순간에 계속 short 치면 조금 위험해질 거예요. 그래서 다 알아서 해요. short 치는 사람들 있으면. If you're still shorting Solana, just be careful. I mean, there's always that liquidation risk if you are shorting, right? With size. So do whatever you have to do if you're shorting. To me, this is all accumulation levels here. 이 레벨에 이제 구매 레벨로 생각합니다. 만약에 Solana 구매할 거면, if you're going to buy Solana, this range here, this level here, this is accumulation levels in my opinion, right? So that's just me. It's just my opinion. 그냥 저희 개인 의견이에요, right? It's not trading advice. It's not investment advice. 뭐 투자 추천 아니고 알아서 잘 거래해요, 우리 구독자들, right? But again, don't panic too much if you're holding spot, mostly holding spot. 이제 spot holding 하면 뭐 그렇게 큰 걱정하지 마세요, right? You're not going to get liquidated if you're holding spot. Spot holding 하면 뭐 people have lost way more money on the way down doing weird degen shit, right? 이제 내려오면서 이상한 degen 하는 웃기는 사람들이 내려오면서 잘못 거래하다가 그런 사람들이 더 많이 돈 깼어요. So don't worry. People have been making way worse mistakes on the way down, right? So don't panic too much. 너무 패닉하지 마세요, 우리 구독자들, right? MACD is not looking good. MACD 같은 경우는 뭐 별로 좋지는 않네요. Let me see what the 4-hour looks like. Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't cross up, 이거 안 올라가면 더 내려갈 거라고 생각해요. If this doesn't cross up, we are going down 100% to even lower levels. This is a bear market. Who knows how low this shit's gonna go. 뭐 얼마나 더 내려가는지 저도 잘 모르겠어요. But the MACD is not looking good here. If you ask me, 이제 MACD로만 보면 뭐 별로 좋지는 않아요. That's a little scary. 조금 무섭네요. Let me see what the MFI looks like. MFI도 한번 볼게요. Let me see what the weekly looks like. 일주일부터 볼게요. This is useless on the weekly. 뭐 일주일은 뭐 별 소용 없고. Daily it's not looking good. 일일도 별로 안 좋네요. Let me see what the RSI looks like. RSI도 한번 볼게요. Okay, so we are very oversold on the daily, I guess. 뭐 일일은 RSI가 완전 oversold이네요. Let me see what the weekly looks like. Oversold on the weekly now. So this is really interesting. 이것도 조금 재밌네요. The only time we've been at these oversold levels on the weekly was last 2 years ago, December 20th, late December 20th. That's when we've seen these weekly RSI. We are at historic lows for the RSI. 역사적으로 이런 바닥이 본 적 없어요, Solana. I mean, this RSI is even lower than the previous low on the RSI. 현재 RSI가 그 전 기록보다 더 내려갔어요, 지금. This is crazy. The weekly RSI is at the lowest it's ever been in Solana. 이런 적이 없어요. 완전 기록갱신이에요, 지금. So it's definitely a buy opportunity if you think we're going to be going back up later, of course. 어떻게 보면 이렇게 밑으로 내려왔으면 뭐 기회로 생각할 수도 있고. So if this goes down further, you'll see good entries. 이거 더 내려가면서 좋은 진입 볼 수 있다고 생각해요. As we go down, I don't know how much further down this is going to go, but you will see some good entries as we go down for sure. 이제 내려가면서 좋은 진입이 생길 거예요, 100%. I mean, this is historically oversold levels on the weekly, right? So you make your long-term bets when we get to these kinds of ranges, right? 이제 장기로 투자하는 사람들은 이럴 때 이제 투자하는 거예요. So if you want to invest in Solana, 만약에 Solana에 투자하고 싶으면, right? I mean, this is pretty crazy to see actually. 이거 일주일에 이거 RSI 이렇게 내려가는 거 봤는데 신기하네요. This is pretty crazy actually, right? Let me see some other indicators. 다른 인디케이터도 한번 볼게요. 구매 시점이라고 한 것 같은데 생각 바뀌었나요? 뭐 지금 뭐 굳이 안 들어가도 되고 뭐 더 내려갈 거라고 생각하면 더 내려갈 때 뭐지 그때 구매하면 되죠, 물론. If you think someone asked me, is it time to buy? My opinion is, again, if you want to start DCing in, maybe this is a good time to start DCing in. You don't have to get in today. You can always wait. But if you're someone who likes the DCA, you can DCA. 분할 매수 좋아하는 사람이면 뭐 지금부터 천천히 이제 분할 매수 물론 가능하죠. 다 개인으로 파악해야 돼요, 그런 건. You have to make your own decisions if you want to get into Solana. Obviously, you don't have to get in now. You can wait till it goes lower. 더 내려갈 때까지 더 기다려도 되고. You have to make that decision yourself. 개인으로 파악해야 돼요. But I'm looking at the indicators to see what the indicators are saying. 저희 같은 경우는 일단은 indicator 보고 있어, right? Just seeing what the indicators are saying, right? Probably 우리 구독자들이 그거 아마 궁금할 거예요. Where are my lowest bids? 지금 적어 놓을게요. Soul's 가장 가장 밑에 있는 bid 어디인지 알려줄게요. So I'll tell you where my very lowest bids are. Let me add it here. My stink bids. Where do you add text here? Start at like $7, somewhere around $7. 완 가장 이제 바닥 bid은 7불부터 있어요. So my stink bids start around $7. Souls. That's all. Stink bids. $7. Let's put it right here. 여기에 저장할게요. Yeah. 저희 stink bid은 7불부터 시작해요. If you're curious about my stink bids start at $7. I'm trying to front run Sam. 뽀글이는 이제 3불부터 구매하려고 하니까 저희 같은 경우는 조금 더 일찍 구매하려고 해요. 걔는 이제 여기쯤에 이제 구매하려고 하니까 at the very bottom of this box. 이 여기 완전 이제 밑에 뽀글이는 여기 완전 이제 여기에 이제 구매하려고 하고 저희 같은 경우는 이제 여기에 이제부터 이제 넣었어요. So this is where my very lowest bids are, $7. You gotta try to front run Sam. 이제 뽀글이가 3불에 들어갈 거면 물론 조금 더 일찍 들어가야 돼요, right? But let me see some of these other indicators. I mean, there is kind of a bullish divergence here on the MFI RSI. MFI RSI 같은 경우는 bullish divergence 있긴 있네요, 이거. 여기 보니까. And let me see a couple of other indicators. Indicator 조금 더 보고 끝날게요. This isn't really helpful. 이거 목표 소용이 없고. The Kellner channel is really interesting too. Kellner channel도 조금 신기하네요, 이거. We've exited the lower Kellner channel. That is definitely not good if you use the Kellner channel. Kellner channel 많이 사용하시는 분들 있으면 그것도 별로 안 좋네요. The last time we popped out of it though, we did pop back into it though, which is interesting. 그 마지막에 지금 여기 밑에 나왔었을 때 다시 들어갔긴 들어갔는데 뭐 똑같이 다시 들어갈 건지 저도 잘 모르겠어요. Last time we popped out of the Keltner, we went back in and we just hugged the bottom of it. 계속 여기 밑에 이제 이 선을 지켰는데 또다시 나오는데 여기 다시 못 들어가면 yeah, I mean, we definitely could be going lower. It's a very real possibility. 또다시 여기 Keltner 채널 못 들어가면 그냥 계속 더 내려갈 거라고 확률이 조금 높다고 생각해요. I do like using the Keltner. 예, 저희 같은 경우는 이 Keltner 채널 많이 사용하니까 yeah, it's not looking good if we can't close inside this bottom channel, right? 이제 다시 못 들어가면 좋은 상황 아니에요, right? 이 indicator 전체적으로 보면 definitely more bearish indicators than bullish, in my opinion. Bullish indicator가 뭐 그렇게 많지는 않네요, 보니까. Let me see what the 4-hour looks like. 4시간으로 볼게요. So we're trying to stay inside on the 4-hour. 4시간으로 보니까 여기 이제 뜨네요. I mean, they're really trying to hold on here, right? On the 4-hour. Buys on the 4-hour. mean, the 4-hour indicators don't look bad. 뭐 4시간 차트는 뭐 그렇게 나쁘지 않네요, 보니까. But I don't know, right? Most of the daily indicators are not very bullish. 뭐 4시간 차트는 뭐 나쁘지 않은데 1일 차트는 별로 안 좋네요. The 1-day indicators don't look very good, but the 4-hour indicators look better, right? That's interesting. Hmm. MFI is going up on the 4-hour. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. 1일에는 별로 안 좋은데 4시간에는 나쁘지 않네요. Slowly inching back up, right? I would think the best thing to do for now if you're day trading, 만약에 단타 매매 중이면 scalp 거래가 나쁘지 않을 것 같아요. I think going for a scalp is probably just continuously scalping is probably the only safe strategy with this kind of price action. 이런 가격 조치에 계속 그냥 scalp 거래해야 될 것 같아요. I think a good scalp will be the resistance seems to be around here right now. 거절이 여기쯤에 계속 당하니까 I mean, resistance seems to be around here. What is this? 30. So they're going with round numbers. 깔끔하게 30에 이제 거절 많이 당하니까 I think if you want to go in for a scalp, you could go in for a scalp and sell before we get to 30. 30 전까지 나가면 될 것 같아요. 만약에 scalp 거래 할 거면. I think if you're just day trading, I mean, this is what I would be doing, right? If I were going to scalp at this level, 이런 레인지에 이제 scalp 거래할 거면 30 조금 전에 이제 나가도 될 것 같아요. Get out a little bit before 30 for a scalp. You can get a quick scalp here and then wait to see what happens next. 이제 scalp 거래하고 가격 조치 더 보고 기다리는 거 나쁘지 않을 것 같아요. If you think there's going to be a bounce, 만약에 bounce 있을 거라고 생각하면. So 30 is the next big level of resistance apparently. 이렇게 보니까 30이 이제 거절 거절 당하네요. I mean, because of the resistance at 30, 여기에 30에 계속 거절 당하니까 we'll probably range down for a very long time. It'll probably be some kind of downwards range for a while, right? If I had to guess something like this. I don't know if I can free draw. I can't even do it. Oh, I can do something like this. If I had to just guess. 맞춰볼게요. Let me see if I can guess what will happen. I'm gonna guess this for shits and giggles. 그냥 재미로 할게요, 이거. 차트 그릴게요. All right. Let let's see if this kind of price action plays out. 혹시라도 이런 가격 조치 보는지 한번 지켜볼게요. Let's see what happens. But it's very possible this is what the next couple months is gonna look like. 몇 개월 동안 이런 가격 조치 확률이 높다고 생각해요. I think this is a very real possibility we see some kind of weird price action like this for the next couple months. 몇 개월 동안 이렇게 될 것 같아요. But this is not trading advice. 이거 거래 추천 아니고 알아서 잘 거래해요, 우리 구독자들. Right? If we see lows, you know, this is probably we're going to be going much lower than 27 in my opinion. 현재 레벨보다 더 많이 내려갈 거면 많이 내려갈 거로 더 많이 내려갈 거라고 생각해요. Very real possibility. 가능성 있다고 생각해요. Definitely we could be seeing lower levels in this, right? It's very possible. No one knows how low we're going to go. 어디까지 내려갈 건지 전혀 예상을 못 해요. But I'm going to save this. This is saved. All right. Let's see what's going on in Solana. Solana 소식 조금 더 보고 끝낼게요. If you guys want to ask me Solana stuff, you can always ask me. Solana 질문 같은 거 있으면 저한테 물어보세요. If not, I'll hang out here until 10:30 and then we'll finish it up. 질문 없으면 10시 반까지 하고 끝날게요. We'll go to 10:30 and then we'll finish it up. Let me see if there's other Solana news. 다른 Solana 소식이 있었는지 한번 보고. We'll go back to the feed. Okay, there's nothing really going on. 뭐 다른 소식은 없네요. 우리 구독자들은 요즘 어떻게 해요? 해징하고 있어요? 아니면 그냥 홀딩 중이에요? 그거 되게 궁금하네요. I'm very curious if people are actively managing their portfolios or if they're just holding now. Very curious. Let me see if this loaded. Oh my god, this shit is still not loading. Something is seriously fucked up at Solana. 이제 Solana 이거 아직도 로딩이 안 되는데 뭔가 문제가 있어요, Solana. I mean, something is wrong at Solana if these wallets still are not loading, right? I mean, this is some serious bullshit, right? This is annoying as hell. 말도 안 돼요, 이거. These fucking wallets don't even load. 지갑도 이거 로딩도 안 돼요. I mean, this is bullshit, right? Such bullshit. BTC current losing 200 week MA, ETH on chain liquidations. So BTC and ETH still are gonna go down more according to Kamikaze. Kamikaze 말은 BTC하고 ETH 더 내려간다고 생각하네요. 만약에 BTC하고 ETH 더 내려가면 Solana도 똑같이 더 내려갈 수 있다고 생각해요, right? I mean, if BTC, ETH keep on puking, 100% Solana can keep on puking as well. It's very possible. Very, very possible, right? Sub 20K is when we find out if these holders have diamond hands or not. People are calling for sub 20K for BTC. BTC가 20 깬다고 하는데 만약에 20도 깨면 지금 걱정하는 사람들 알려줄게요. Here are the people who are worried about a further crash, right? If you're overexposed, 너무 많이 넣고 아니면 leverage 사용하는 투자자들은 그런 사람들도 걱정할 거예요. If you're overexposed, you put in too much, right? And you are putting in more than what you can afford to lose, or if you're trading with leverage. If you're a leverage trader, you are probably scared. 만약에 leverage로 거래하는 사람들은 이제 많이 걱정할 거고, I mean, if you're mostly in spot, I mean, you don't really have to worry too much. 만약에 spot portfolio에 거의 spot으로 돼 있으면 you don't have to worry too much, right? Well, let's see what it's like if it goes down to 20. 20까지 내려가면 얼마인지 한번 볼게요. 6, 7%? 7%더 내려간다고 생각하네요, 어떤 사람들은. Let's go to 20. Put it here at 20. Be going down to here. Interesting. So two big levels here for Bitcoin. 이거 level 두 가지 있네요. Bitcoin 보면. You got this one here and then you got this support here. 서포트는 여기에 두 가지 있네요. 보니까. 이 뭐지? 2,000하고 or 2만하고 만 두 가지 있네요. So there's a support at 10K and there's a support at 20K apparently. Interesting. 저희 같은 경우는 비트코인 차트 공부 안 하니까 I don't study the Bitcoin chart, so I don't know the levels for Bitcoin. Let's see what the fib's telling us. Oh, this is nice. I gotta save this. 이거 피보나치 그렸는데 되게 깔끔하게 나왔네요, 이거. Oh man, this is perfect. This is very nice. Let's see what this retracement is showing us. 이거 피보나치 마지막으로 보고 끝날게요. I'll take a look at what the fibs are showing us and then we'll finish the broadcast, right? Let's see what the fibs are showing us. We are at some interesting levels here. Oh, we're at the golden level, which coincides perfectly with the 1-day point of control. 이 golden Fibonacci level이 POC 1일 POC랑 완전 똑같네요. I mean, that's some very interesting confluence, right? This whole this is also very possible too. 이것도 되게 가능해요. I mean, 이거 Fibonacci 보면 when I look at this Fibonacci retracement, we're at the golden. We could whales are probably feasting all down here. 고래들이 다 여기에 이제 구매할 거고 이제 고래들이 다 이제 모으면 그때 이제 다시 올라갈 거라고 생각해요. I mean, it's very possible like we see this scenario whales just feast down here for a very long time. And then when they're done, we go back up, right? 이제 고래들이 다 이제 구매 끝나면 이제 그때 이제 다시 올라갈 것 같아요. I mean, that's probably what the next couple of months is going to look like. 몇 개월 동안 고래들이 여기 이런 데에서 계속 구매하고 그때 이제 다시 올라갈 것 같아요. Probably will take a couple months at the very least. 몇 개월 동안은 이렇게 될 것 같아요. 개인 의견으로. Just my personal opinion, right? Some very interesting Fibonacci levels here. we're gonna see resistance at 30. 거절은 30이랑 38. Let me start drawing some resistance levels before I finish. I think a lot of people are going to be starting to trade Soul again because people are going to be buying it now that it's lower. 많이 내려갔으니까 사람들이 많이 구매할 거고 곧 거래는 많이 할 것 같아요. 사람들이 이제 많이 구매할 거니까. People are going to be start trading Soul again because they're going to be able to buy it again. When we start seeing people trading again, I'm sure people are going to be curious about the important levels. 중요한 level 중요할 거예요. 왜냐면 말씀한 대로 사람들이 이제 솔라나 구매하면서 거래할 것 같아요. 옛날처럼. People are going to be trading it probably. I'll write down some of the big resistance levels when we go back up later. 나중에 다시 올라갈 때 중요한 level 한번 적어 놓을게요. First big level is at 30. Key resistance. 30. 9. And the next big one is 79, 80. We'll just call it 80. 그냥 80으로 찍을게요. It's been a while since I studied this chart. 이 솔라나 차트 이렇게 자세히 본 지 되게 오래됐는데 now we have some valuable information for later when we go back up. 되게 좋은 정보예요. 나중에 이제 다시 올라갈 때 이런 level 이제 조금 집중해야 돼요. This is all very valuable information if you're day trading it. 단타 매매 하는 사람도 있으면 이거 좋을 것 같아요. 참고하는 거. You can just refer back to this. Let me start this at 30. Here. 30 is here. Save this here. 여기에 저장했고. 와, 되게 오랜만에 이거 솔라나 차트 공부하네요. It's been a while since I've studied the chart like this, right? But I think people are going to be looking to get in, right? 사람들이 이제 구매할 거니까 일단 찍어 놓을게요. For those people. 그 사람들 위해 이거 찍을게요. Let me take a I'll upload a screenshot of this and I'll post it up. 우리 채널에 이거 캡처하고 올려줄게요. Very interesting stuff here. Very interesting stuff. 솔라나 최악 몇 달러 보십니까? 현 현실적으로 되게 좋은 질문이에요. Let's make it. 현실적으로 생각하면 이제 뽀글이가 3불로 계속 이런 샬랄샬랄 하는데 거기까지는 안 내려갈 것 같고. 네. 음. 7불. 대학 이렇게 저장할게요. Alright. 아무튼 뭐 다른 솔라나 소식 같은 거 없으니까 we'll think this is a good place to finish. 여기까지 하는 거 좋을 것 같아요. 다른 솔라나 질문이 없으니까. Good luck for the day traders. 단타 매매하는 사람들 화이팅하고 I will keep a close eye on the charts. I think everyone is. 다들 이거 차트 많이 집중하니까 저도 볼게요. I will see you guys on the next one. 다음에 다음 라이브 방송에 봬요. Take it easy. Enjoy your day. 좋은 하루 보내고 I'll see you guys on the next one. 다음에 봬요. Thank you for the people who came out. 참가하신 분들 데이스트 하고 뭐 몇 년 동안 let's make it 다 안전거래하세요. Trade safely. Have a great day. I will see you guys next time. 다음에 봬요.